So the Phantoms have lost their home game against the Leeds United tonight 3. I'm lucky to be joined by Tom Norton. Tom, that's quite a result and perhaps unexpected. The Leeds United have come and made a statement in advance of the cup final.
Yeah, that's a big statement by them. Disappointed to be 5-0 down after the first period. A few goals probably that we'd want back. Obviously a short-handed goal, then obviously another one off a player's skate. But again, I think I've spoke about this before, probably after the Raiders game. It's just all down to compete level there, and was it fully there? I don't know. I think we got out-battled and outworked in some areas tonight, sadly, and again, that's another wake-up call, because if we want to obviously do well in these 2 legs against them in the cup final, it's going to take a hell of a lot more than what was shown out there tonight.
We lost a double-header against Leeds at the start of the season, and then in January won a double-header. So although they take the league series 4-2, we've shown that we can beat them. Those games have been tighter. This game was not. What do you put it down to?
They're a good team. They're a good team. We're a good team as well. And some nights it's just obviously it's clicking for them, and other nights it's just clearly not clicked for us tonight. I felt sometimes the puck just seems as though it was magnetised to Gospel in the net a few times and just hitting him. And but that's what a good goalie does. He makes sure he's in the way and getting in front of it. So it's tough here being stood there right now, because you can't. What's the old saying? Put sprinkles on a turd at the end of the day.
I mean, you do try and reflect on what has gone well. That there are things that certainly I felt improved. Obviously, through the second and third, we kept it tighter, and obviously that's taken some resolute play in the second and third periods. Because if the momentum that they had at the end of the first had continued, it could have been even worse. And obviously there's a case now going back and watching the tape and looking at what happened. I think you look at the fact that in the late third you've got the young D-men still playing. Tyler Delabaduche has come on and done a decent job. I did an interview with you earlier in the year when he came on and was hung out to dry. Not the case this evening.
No, it was one of those things in the third period. We knew we had to come out and again keep battling, keep fighting, and protect Tyler. Probably a little bit disappointed for him to get scored on short-handed, but that happens. But he made some big saves there for us, and hopefully built his confidence up there a little bit as well. And like you say, Archie and Bill again logging a lot of minutes and doing a good job out there for us.
Yeah, again, and I'd echo what you said. I'm not trying to dress it up. I did the commentary tonight, and you can't do that. Once you've conceded 5 in the first period. But I think there are some small mercies, and I think you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, because you're losing. You want to put on a performance at home. You play forward, and then you're caught and exposed to the odd man rush. I just think you're in a difficult position against one of the. Before tonight, our goal difference was plus 62. Theirs is plus 140. So they're going to come. They've got all the weapons in the world. That they're a high scoring team, and just for us to try and to contain that is a job. But tonight, I think you as I said, you're caught between a rock and a hard place, because you want to go forward, you want to score some, and you're left exposed at the back.
Yeah, that's it. Really, like you say, they've got a lot of firepower going forward, and you leak a few. Then at the end of the day, to win a hockey game, you've got to score goals. So then you've got to try and go forward. But then holes started to open up, and they've got that firepower there to make it count, and they certainly did tonight.
So we've got a busy weekend. Next weekend it's home next Sunday against Bristol, and an away game against Milton Keynes, and then of course the following week it's the cup final. So at least we can get this game out of our legs, and then look to prepare, look at the tape, and get ready for the cup final, because that's now is the real focus, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. That's all we can do. Turn up on Wednesday. Like Slava, we'll probably review the tape, speak to myself about it, share it with the boys, and we've got to come and try and take 4 points really at the weekend coming. That's the main thing there, because that's obviously a building block then for the Friday night here against Leeds.
Yeah. One thing I would say, and people will disagree, and I've disagreed on these interviews with Will earlier in the season. There's only one game this season where I think we didn't turn up. I thought we turned up tonight. And I think within the first minute there's yourself and Endicott, and I think later on in the game it's Dylan Hare, was it, or Ethan Hare and Joe. I think we did have a physical presence tonight. I think the only game where I would say that we got pushed off the puck in our own barn was the Milton Keynes game just after Christmas. I think there is something to be taken from that, but of course a lot more needed next time round.
Yeah, 100%. Like I say, I've not really got much more to say on it really, because it's, like I say, you're trying to sprinkle on top of a turd there really, and it's the scoreline's a scoreline at the end of the day, and we've just got to kind of put that one behind us now and build forward. That's all we can do.
Okay, all right. Thanks for joining us, Tom. I do appreciate it.
Thank you.
See you next time.